everybody's talking about is Tank came out and said he was gonna retire. Is that really happening?
Um, The recent announcement by Gervonta Tank Davis about his plans to retire by the end of 2025 has sent shockwaves throughout the boxing world. Fans and analysts alike are left speculating on whether this is truly the end of his career or simply a bold statement driven by personal motivations. Tank, 30, has established himself as one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in recent memory, but his remarks, along with the ongoing uncertainty surrounding his next fight, have led to widespread rumors about his future. Davis's decision to retire at such a relatively young age appears to be influenced by significant changes in his personal life. As he has publicly stated, the arrival of his son has altered his perspective on the sport. Tank has made it clear that his focus has shifted from chasing titles and accolades to prioritizing family and financial stability. "I'm just focused on getting my money and getting out," Davis said during a press conference, hinting that he may have grown weary of the constant pressure that comes with being one of boxing's most high-profile stars. This announcement follows a pattern seen in other fighters, but it's especially surprising given Davis's dominance in the ring and his ever-growing fan base. Davis's statements came during a week when his highly anticipated fight with Lamont Roach, scheduled for March 1, 2025 in Brooklyn, was thrown into uncertainty. The cancellation of the fight was initially attributed to Davis himself, with speculation running rampant across social media. However, Roach has maintained that the fight is still on, further confusing fans and raising questions about what's truly going on behind the scenes. While Davis's camp has not confirmed the fight's status, the fighter himself posted a cryptic message on Instagram suggesting that the March 2025 bout might not take place after all. Roach, however, took to social media to express his confusion about the situation, stating that he had not heard anything to suggest the fight was canceled and that he was still training as if the showdown would proceed. Roach's unwavering commitment to preparing for the fight only adds to the growing mystery surrounding Davis's plans. Despite Davis's withdrawal from the fight, PBC, the organization handling the event, has yet to make an official statement on the situation. Tickets for the fight are still being sold, further indicating that the event might proceed, but fans are anxiously awaiting any updates or clarifications. This ongoing uncertainty has led many to question Davis's commitment to his current career trajectory, especially considering his previous history of canceling or postponing bouts. In the midst of this, Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, posted a cryptic message on social media, alluding to the internal struggles he's been facing. Ford's words seem to suggest a sense of personal and professional conflict, raising further questions about Davis's state of mind. Ford expressed that fans often fail to understand the complexities and emotional toll that come with being involved in high-stakes boxing, alluding to a deeper struggle that could be affecting both the fighter and his camp. Adding to the intrigue is the possibility that Davis could be parting ways with PBC and more notably with Leonard Ellerbe, his longtime manager. Ellerbe has been a key figure in Davis's career since he signed with Mayweather Promotions in 2015. But recent reports from boxing analyst Rick Glazer suggest that Davis may be considering severing ties with Ellerbe. This potential fallout is significant, as it would mark the end of a decade-long partnership that has played a major role in shaping Davis's rise to stardom. Glazer's insight suggests that Davis's recent moves, including appearing solo at a press conference, could signal the beginning of a new chapter in his professional life, one that might involve exploring new promotional opportunities outside of PBC. This speculation has opened the door to further discussions about Davis's future in boxing. If he were to part ways with PBC, it could be a game-changer for the 30-year-old, especially considering the ongoing financial struggles within the organization. Davis's star power could make him an attractive signing for other major promoters, such as Matchroom Boxing or Top Rank, who would likely offer him better opportunities, more high-profile fights, and larger pay-per-view shares. One of the most talked about potential matchups for Davis in the coming years is a fight with Shocker Stevenson. This bout has been eagerly anticipated by boxing fans, but Davis has made it clear that he does not plan to fight Stevenson anytime soon. When asked about the possibility of such a matchup, Davis remained non-committal, leading some to accuse him of avoiding top-tier opponents. Some critics, including Bill Haney, the father of Devin Haney, have suggested that Davis is following in the footsteps of Floyd Mayweather, known for his selective matchmaking. Bill Haney even went as far as to accuse Davis of avoiding real boxers, pointing to the lack of high-profile fights in his schedule. Davis's reluctance to face certain opponents has led to mounting criticism from boxing pundits and fans alike, with many questioning whether he is avoiding tough challenges in order to preserve his undefeated record and protect his marketability. Among the most vocal critics is Teofimo Lopez Sr., the father and trainer of lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez. Lopez Sr. has openly criticized Davis's choices, accusing him of mimicking Mayweather's approach to matchmaking and avoiding the toughest challenges in the sport. Despite the criticism, Davis remains confident in his abilities, and his team has continued to promote him as one of the most dominant fighters in the lightweight division. In contrast to Davis's cautious approach, Lamont Roach has shown no hesitation in stepping up to the challenge. Roach, who holds the WBA super featherweight title, is moving up in weight to challenge Davis for his lightweight crown. Despite the mixed reactions from fans regarding the fight, Roach remains confident that he can pull off the upset. Speaking to the media, Roach declared that he was locked in and focused on making a statement in this fight. His confidence in his ability to dominate Davis has drawn attention, especially since Roach is stepping up to a higher weight class, something that often comes with its own set of challenges. Roach has made it clear that he is not intimidated by Davis's knockout power and is training with the intent of winning the fight by any means necessary. Roach's camp has continued to prepare for the March 2025 bout, with the fighter sharing videos of himself training and sparring. He's focused on shocking the world and proving that he belongs at the highest level in boxing. His plans to win by knockout are ambitious, but they also serve as a reminder that Roach is not taking the fight lightly, despite Davis's reputation as one of the sport's hardest hitters. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the March 2025 fight, both fighters are preparing as if the bout will take place. Roach, in particular, is eager to prove himself on the world stage, and his confidence in his skills has only grown since his successful defense of his title earlier this year. However, questions remain about whether Davis will follow through with the fight or if he will continue to push for an alternative opponent as he has done in the past. Looking ahead, Davis's potential retirement has added another layer of complexity to the situation. His decision to retire after just a few more fights, including the possibility of a rematch with Ryan Garcia, has left fans wondering about the future of his career. If Davis does retire as planned, he will leave behind a legacy that includes multiple world titles and some of the most thrilling knockouts in recent boxing history. However, the lack of high-profile matchups in the latter part of his career has left many fans feeling unsatisfied with what could have been a more impactful run. If Davis does indeed step away from the sport, his retirement would come at a time when his star power is at its peak. He has proven to be one of the most marketable fighters in boxing, with his bouts generating massive pay-per-view sales and drawing attention from fans around the world. His legacy, while solid, may not be as complete as some of the other boxing greats, due to his reluctance to face certain opponents and his tendency to avoid the toughest challenges. Ultimately, whether Davis retires or not, his career will be one of the most fascinating and polarizing in recent boxing history. His combination of talent, charisma, and controversy has made him one of the sport's biggest names, but his next moves could define his legacy. Fans will continue to watch closely, hoping that Davis will eventually face the opponents they've been clamoring for and provide the thrilling showdowns they've been waiting for. However, with his retirement plans looming and his future in question, it remains to be seen what the next chapter in Gervonta "Tank" Davis's career will look like.